Okay, so I assigned the all material, so it's good. I mean, overall it's good. So the mask, I just keep the the matte black, so you make a much better. The so overall like it's like a sci-fi the looking. So I'm happy on it. I'm happy. Okay. So now you have to prepare the rendering setup. Okay, so stop rendering and go to shading mode. Okay, so you have to change it to 3D viewport. So still, I think I needed to have a more scale up the ground. The S move up. Okay. Then here you have to go to wireframe mode. Okay, it's much better. Okay, now you have to create the camera. So Shift A, go to the camera here, select the camera. So camera here. So you go to Y. You have to rotate the camera. So keyboard R is rotate and click. Then in here you can type the 90 degree. So it's perfect. 90-degree angle. Then you have to W, then G is move. So you have to move it to in front, right? And then this is for the Instagram, so you have to change the ratio. So now it's 120 and 180, so you have to change the. So this is a width and height, so you have to then okay, like this. So now you have to change this one to camera view. So you have to view and camera and set activate the camera. So like this. Okay. And then select the camera. And then if you go to the modify here, the camera, now its focal length is 50 megabyte, 50 milli. So you have to change the camera, the focal length. So I prefer 55. So this is a more better, like the shooting, actual the camera shooting for the product. I mean the studio shooting for the model. So it depends on what you want to create the camera focal length. I prefer 55. And then from you have to match the so G the front, and then move back to make a you need to cover all the shape here. G, move on to center. Okay, like this. Perfect. And then here you have to camera the rotation. So you have to change the start frame to 20 to just in, this is my just in case step 70. So check. Okay, it's moving, and then 70. So my creative direction is I try to make a 360 rendering, even very tiny frame. Then I will do some some editing in the Premiere or other tool. So next time I will show which tool is more better to editing. It's very easy. You can add many, effect. So it's very slow. Okay. So from here, now you have to shift A and then go to empty, and then you have to click the plane X. So it make the locator here. So select camera and select locator and Control P. Control P. Then you have to the thing you have to make a parent camera to locator. So you have to select object. Okay, now if you click the locator and then move, the camera is moving. Okay, so that means you can use the rotator, for example. So rotate here, so the R key, so you can rotate. Okay, so you can make a rotate animation here. So how you create the rotate the animation? So first of all, you have to go to the first frame. Okay, so let's make a turntable 360. So from 20 to 70. So this is my rendering frame. So select the locator and then keyboard I, and then you can see the rotation. So that means it's going to be this color, because this is all the set the key right now. And then if you go to 70, okay, and then the R rotate, so you can rotate this camera. So rotate this camera. So go to like this, but up to you guys. So click this, and then here you have to select 360. So you can see the property editor is going to be changed like this. So you have to 360 here, and then you have to set the key. So that means I rotation. So now have the 360. So that means check. Just click the any frame to see the camera actually rotate or not. Okay, so now it's perfect. Rotate 360. Check the other frame too. Okay, this is perfect. So now you have to set up the rendering output option. So if you go to output property, and then you can select where you store the rendering. So also you can change the file format. Also you can change the RGBGA, alpha, or color depths. But for now, just leave here. Just change where you want to save. So just out, new folder, maybe put the T, and then set file run. accept file name, so test render and accept. Okay, so now everything is ready. And then one more thing, if you go to the rendering setting here, and then if you go to write path, this is very important. So if you click this, you can see this is the result of the writing. Okay, so you can select the full GI. So this going to be 32. It's very high rendering the option, but you have to adjust it here. It's the max sample is 4K. That means you have one frame rendering is to take a while. So usually I used 256 more fast rendering. So also 256 is okay for the rendering quality for Instagram, but if you want to get very high sampling, you have to use the more than 1K here. But this I recommend the 256. Okay, and then you have to save. Okay, it's done. Then you can start rendering. How? It's simple. Go to rendering. Here you can see the render animation. This is the animation, okay, from 20 frame to 70 frame. So click this render animation. It's starting rendering. So click render. Then open the render view. Then it's starting rendering. See, frame 20 frame, and then once loading the scene, it's showing the sampling. So if you go to your the folder, so sorry, output and T. So every frame after finished rendering, all the frame rendering store in here, because we use this path for the file output. Okay, so here we go. You can see the starting rendering. Also save the finished rendering to the directory, and then you can see the sampling. It's 256. We set up the 256. It's 68 is keep sampling. So if you guys use the more than 1K here, it's take a while to rendering. But from my view, for Instagram should be okay between 256. It takes it save time, and then also rendering quality should be okay for the Instagram. So yeah, this is what I'm doing all the process. So as I mentioned, I'm so busy person, so I try to utilize more library from the open platform. So I try to the maintains more fast to create something. So this is what I doing right now. So also from the next tutorial after finished rendering, how I edit using other software. So I will share more creative way how to edit the footage. Then after that, I will keep sharing the Clo3d tutorial, like keep practice the different style of the garment, also different style of the creative. So I hope you guys enjoy and then learn from me. Also, as I mentioned, if you leave the comment what I need to improve, also it's welcome. Okay, so thank you so much, and have a nice day.